Good evening. I got some breaking news that I just realized what's really going on. All along, we have been sitting back and analyzing who is the Antichrist, who is the beast coming out of the water, the whole entire 9 yards. From Vladimir Putin to Kim Jong Un. There's talks that they say President Xi of China, and now President-elect Donald Trump. I thought that Putin was, I thought Kim Jong Un was, I thought President Xi was, and former President Donald Trump, now President-elect Trump, was. But the Bible spoke about there would be many, many, many antichrists. But there would be one that would bring the world to its knees. The shocking revelation that came to me from all of the podcasts on YouTube and all of the information that has been said on TV, from every news platform, from ABC News to Fox News. They've all had implemented everything. I just had to put two and two together. Yes, Donald Trump is a antichrist, as well as Kim Jong Un, Vladimir Putin. I'm not going to put President Xi in this equation because his diplomacy with America has always been great. He's building up his economy, he's building up his country, and he's utilizing the world's most powerful super country in the world, on the planet, and that's America. But that's not the person, I don't add him into that equation, so if you want to sit back and say anything this or that, I would probably imply that President Xi is more like President Joe Biden, which they're having a summit together at this present moment, or had already had it. Continuing going on with my story, I am looking at the fact is that let me read this. Let me just read this. I'm sorry. Let me just read this right here. This is from 1 Samuel verses is 1 Samuel verse 8 of the King James Version. And it reads, "The people asked for a king, and Samuel warned them about the consequences the king would take: their sons, daughters, fields, resources. Despite the warning, the people insisted on having a king. The Lord instructed Samuel to listen to their voice and make them a king." Now, what I was just saying there, that pretty much just happened. So, America voted for a king, or did they? America didn't vote for no king. No, they didn't. They did not vote for no king. We did not vote for no king. You can blame it on these people, or those people, or those people, or me and my people. But America didn't vote for no king. Through the mail, I was sent lies and propagandas about Trump's so-called plan. I didn't see no so-called plan. He never talked about a so-called plan. This election was taken from the people. I seen it coming. I heard it coming out of Donald Trump's very own mouth himself that their secret was working. Help me understand something. What secret? What secret? There was no secret to this whole thing. They knew what they was doing. They stole this election. You know how they stole the election? Now that, before I even say his name, now that a certain individual was able to go in and utilize people who are already dead that voted for Donald Trump in 2016, that are dead, that are now dead, that voted for Donald Trump in 2016, voting in this past election. I'm not trying to create a conspiracy theory, but there's no way that Donald J. Trump won the popular vote. That whole demographical map looked just like the way it looked when Donald Trump won in 2016. But they'll probably come out with it that dead people voted. And that made that happen. They made that happen. So your voice was heard. We all voted for the right person. We did. But it was the dead people that they brung back and made them vote. They utilized the system to make dead people vote. So it doubled his margins to win unanimously. Understand the picture of what I'm trying to say? We didn't ask for no God king. I know I didn't. I know my best friends, my next door neighbors, people out in the streets, they say the same thing. I don't see even the Trump loyalists, the people, not the Trump loyalists, but the people who voted for Trump in 2016 did not vote for him this time. Those votes got dismissed, overpopulated by dead people. It came to my knowledge that, like, how could this have happened? Technology is crucial. It really is. And you can't prove it. There's no way to prove it that dead people voted for Donald Trump. There's no way to prove it. How can you prove it? Okay then, I put it to you like this. somebody who may be watching, may watch this video and see what I'm saying. Okay, for instance, if you're a Trump voter and you voted for Trump in 2016, and now because of how the way you can look up people's records to see who they voted for in the past and their longevity and history of who they are and what, I was getting Trump mail more than I was getting Kamala Harris mail. Yes. Because I'm a registered Democrat. They was trying to persuade me. No, I wasn't trying to go over. But anyway, going back to the point of what I'm trying to say is, if you got a parent that voted for Trump in 2016 that, may they rest in peace, may have voted for Trump, they may have went back and got their death like the way they can do now, right? So alright, so let's add those votes in. So Trump called Georgia, right? Trump said he was looking for 11,800 and whatever numbers. Just one more than they got. Really? Those votes were from dead people. Dead people. Not to mention, they was burning ballots, mail-in ballots, from heavily Democratic areas, from Atlanta, Georgia, all the way to Portland, Oregon, Portland, Oregon, and Seattle, Washington. Conspiracy. Now, whoever was to make all that happen, before I say his name, whew, I'm on the road right now, and I can't slow down right now. I can't. But I'm just telling y'all, America, look, dark days are ahead of us. This man has done everything to the whole entire world that, and I ain't talking about Donald Trump or Vladimir Putin or Kim Jong-un. You don't know who the real true beast is that's coming out of the sea. And he has already then came out, hooting and hollering in the Big Apple. Donald Trump did not win this election. It was given to him on a silver platter. And before I say his name, God, this was his plan. This was God's plan. This was God's plan. Before I say his name. And all of the Antichrist that I have said is right under his belt. The devil has come back. And he is here to rule the world. He can control every country. He can even buy a couple of them. And now that he is successfully made it in to the power of the most powerfulest country on the whole entire planet. There's got to be soldiers out here. Militant individuals, Marines, Army, Navy, Air Force. You human beings. Will you serve this Antichrist under this beast? Will you? Damn and dang. Loyalists to the country. This is a fight for the country. And before I say this man's name, there are hard-working business people out here in this country doing things by the kindness of their heart to help people all over the world. I've recognized who the beast is that's coming out the water, and I'll repeat it again. It's not Donald Trump, it's not Vladimir Putin, and it's not Kim Jong-un or any other person out there. You want to know who that person is? And before I say his name, he made America a king. It's like what I said. It's like what I said. This beast has taken a very, very powerful name in Nikola Tesla and created a car company. Now he has robots. The man I am telling you right now that is the beast that has come out of the water from Revelations will gain his powerful strength and will buy countries because he has the money to do it. The most richest man on the planet is not an Antichrist. He is the devil born. And before I say his name, this was all God's plan. For humanity to see that God is the way out of this miserable, terrible conflict that is getting ready to go down. And it will start. It's been going on for years. But I think we're coming to the near endest of this whole entire cataclysmic debacle of life. Because we cannot get along and see eye to eye now. I went out to Walmart today. You should have seen so much division. And if you're watching this video and you go off to Walmart tomorrow or go off to a grocery store tomorrow and you see somebody that is not of your skin, you're going to be feeling some type of way. And they're feeling some type of way. I'm trying to keep the decency like Joe Biden had. Open the door for the fellow man. Like I did this morning. Went to the grocery, went and got me and my mother something to eat. Went to the drive-thru, Biscuitville. Grabbed two biscuits. Alright? Got up to the counter. Got up to the first window. Something just told me, do something right. All right. So I paid for the bill. Paid for the bill for me and my mom. You know, that ain't no. That's not a problem. So I turned around and paid for the next car behind me. And then also on top of that, left the tip, the change that was left out from the bill in the back. All I said is, let me get the receipt. I'm sorry, excuse me. Decency. That's what I like. That's the only way that liberty will come back is by decency. But it's going to be a struggle. God had armies. It's going to be a struggle. And before I say this man's name, that is the beast, you should pretty much already know who he is. I'm almost scared to even say it. But Elon Musk is the beast coming up from out of the water. He really, really is. He is the beast that came up out of the water. He's got 10 nations of leopards and the crown of the feet of a bear and the lion's mane, and he's got the eagle, and he's got the dragon. Elon Musk is the beast coming up from out of the sea in St. John the Divine's Revelations in the Bible. This right here has been epic. But you can't give one man so much power. But he took it and stole it and created it for Donald J. Trump. And Elon Musk is now a secretary. You might want to look into that, you Republicans out there who believe in the democracy. Because guess what? If you ain't doing what Donald Trump tells you to do, guess what? They're going to get rid of you and put one of his loyalists in there to do your job. I'd be worried if I was you, Republicans. As far as you Democrats, my peoples, I'm sorry. I don't know what we're going to be able to do. Get ready. States are going to go in and control. Help me understand this. Where am I from? Okay, North Carolina. How did North Carolina not turn blue? With a Democratic governor, Jewish, on top of that, first, and on top of that, lieutenant governor, and an attorney general? No. Forgive me. Now let go. No, I'm not buying that. But I will tell you this right here. I will tell you this right here. I will tell you this. We ain't gotta allow this to happen. $200 billion don't mean shit to 335 million people. Can't kill us all. Can't kill us all. You can't kill us all. Elon Musk, I'll be looking over my back if I was you. Because your robots ain't going to be able to save you, buddy. AI may be smart. AI might be listening. AI might be so intelligent that it can pinpoint your location. But that's great. That's because y'all already put in chips and software to find and locate people, no matter where they're at. Which has been a blessing thing. It's been a blessing thing, I'll tell you that. But once again, we got a chance to fight by any means necessary. Fight for democracy. We gotta fight for democracy. We gotta fight for democracy. We can change God's plan. We can. Because that's what He wants us to do. That's why He gave us an ultimatum. But it was stolen from us by dead people. Dead immigrants, dead Mexicans that was able to vote in the 2016 election. Dead people. Dead people. Created names. They're gonna create these, regenerate these people that's dead already. They say they voted. I'm gonna leave this alone. But this is Arwit. I had a great time. I want to God bless America. But I'm telling you, looking you straight in your eyes, you voted for the right person, but it was stolen from you. You did. You did. And I just got one favor. One favor that I hope that there will be some Trump supporter to really, really listen to this video. Y'all need to do what's right. Y'all need to do what's right. Y'all need to do what's right.